Hey, what is up, guys? So today I'm going to be talking about my thoughts on the brand new MacBook Pros. So I'm just on Apple's website, and I'm just gonna kind of go through what they have and kind of my thoughts on the new specs and things like that. So yeah, this is just a touch of genius. I mean, for the most part, I think it looks really cool. Definitely. I mean, the weight. That's probably one of the lightest weight notebooks, especially for that power. I mean, yeah, you can go get a Chromebook that might be lighter, but you know, I mean, you can get laptops that are a lot smaller and stuff, but they're not going to be able to edit 4K video. I think that's awesome how they can fit so much into such a small little package. So, props to Apple for that. Yeah, the 15-inch 15.5 millimeters and only 4 pounds. And then the 13 inch, I believe, is 3 pounds and like 14 millimeters or something. Yeah, 14.9 millimeters thick. So, yeah, that's really thin. So, I use the function keys a little bit, just here and there. But basically, it's just escape and volume, things like that. Screen brightness, changing, I don't know, like going to a desktop, things like that. So yes, I do use function keys, but most of that is still built into the new touch bar, so I think that's really cool. Touch ID. I'm not 18. I don't have a credit card, so Touch ID has a huge deal as me or to me. So especially like Apple Pay, things like that. But it would be kind of cool, or even possibly to go into my Amazon account or something, possibly in the future. I think that would be really cool. Um, or I guess PayPal, things like that. That would be cool. So yeah, definitely. And even if I'm doing photo and video work, especially in Photoshop, that would be awesome. Just have all my tools. I just press them in like Photoshop and stuff. Have all my tools programmed on there. Especially or the ones I would use most often for that certain project. All you gotta do is just hit that on the touch keyboard or the touch bar, and there you go. You got your tool already to use. So I think that'd be really cool. So basically, yeah, so it'd be Final Cut and Photos and all that. Photos is pretty cool. Zoom in, scrub through them all. Some cool stuff in there. Final Cut, I don't use that much really. Mainly use Premiere. So yeah, and definitely the performance. 10 hours of battery life. Another thing I really, really like about Macs is that their battery life, most Windows PC laptops have, I think, maybe like 5, 6 hours. That's some of the decent quality ones, especially like you're gaining the gaming laptops and editing laptops, something that's gonna have the power of a Mac. So I think that's pretty good. 10 hours, that's a lot. So yeah, when you're editing that, it's gonna be reduced probably to around 5 or 6 hours. But still, even with the PC, you'd still probably at least lose a couple hours on a PC. So you're down to 3, 4 hours. And this, you could still probably get almost 6, depending on your screen brightness and how intensive your edits are and things like that. Possibly even a lot more. If you just movie, chopping up a quick little YouTube video or something. The display, definitely. Um, I think they probably could have added in, a little bit more resolution, a few more pixels into it. But still, 25% more color and a lot brighter and stuff. A higher contrast ratio. So yeah, I think definitely doing graphic design and photo work and things like that. Maybe not quite so much editing unless you're doing some really serious stuff and serious color. Unless I guess you're color grading a lot, which I don't do that much of at the moment. That's definitely something for you, especially color graders, people who work in Photoshop and are constantly editing pictures. Definitely a huge improvement for people like that. Audio, yeah. I think this is really cool. My MacBook here that I have Also, yes, I probably will be buying a new laptop sometime because this thing doesn't have the power. But I'm not gonna be able to afford this because I would probably get at least a mid-range 15 inch, and you're looking at like 20, almost 3 grand, between 2 and 3 grand for what I need, and I don't have that kind of money because I'm only 15. So yeah, it can happen. I'm just gonna probably get refurbished like 2013, 2014 model. But definitely the audio on mine is decent, but definitely could be a lot better. So that's something that's really cool. No, I mean I have a 2011 model, so I mean they probably improved, but still, um, if you're doing audio work on the go, which technically you should have headphones too, but definitely gonna be something awesome. Keyboard, butterfly keys, kind of cool, but I know they're doing it basically just to save space, so they can make the laptop thinner, which is that's cool, but it takes time to get used to, I guess. So yeah, the bigger trackpad for me, maybe not so much a huge deal. I know for a lot of people it really would be, especially if you're doing a lot of gestures and photo work and stuff, and you don't usually use a mouse. That would be where you should be. Would be a great option for you. But when I'm at home, I have a mouse. I have a Logitech MX Master with Bluetooth and all that. I have a little dongle I can use for it too. So no, I don't really need a bigger trackpad. It would help. It would be cool, but it's not something I need that much at the moment. Thunderbolt 3. Or I guess let's just talk about the new ports in general. I hate that they took out MagSafe. Although that doesn't always save my laptop from falling, like on the ground or something a little bit. It definitely does help, and I know a lot of people, and I've heard a lot of people online too, that just it really does help having that MagSafe because you're spending thousands on a laptop. Definitely, MagSafe is very important. It kind of sucks that they took it out, but whatever. USB-C, Thunderbolt 3, eh. I mean, I really do think that's cool, especially Thunderbolt 3 with 40 megabytes freaking second. Well, no, 40 gigabytes, yeah. 40 gigabytes a second and support for 5K displays. That's impressive. I really like that. Cause I mean, even if you're file transferring with SSD RAIDs and all that, yeah, you could be getting probably 15, 20 freaking gigabytes a second. But I don't think you're ever gonna really need at the moment up to 40 gigabytes a second. But I guess that's more future proofing, so I think that's a really good idea. 5K display. Don't really have the money at the moment for a 5K display, but yeah, definitely if you're doing a lot of color work and you really, if you're doing color work, and you're doing serious like 6K editing and all that, definitely a 5K display would be awesome, and Thunderbolt 3 supports that. So yeah. Although also one thing, instead of MagSafe, now that they have USB-C and Thunderbolt 3, yes, you can power from a portable battery bank, and you don't have to go buy those really expensive ones with AC outlets. So that will definitely save you money in that department, and that's really cool. Because if you're out editing, a camping trip or something, or you're even just transferring footage and stuff because you're filming it all, that will definitely help a lot. Being able to just charge your laptop and power it off a little battery bank. That's definitely something really cool. 13 inch. Yeah, I think they have one from last year or something, like the 13 inch from last year for for 1300, and then the new one without the touch bar starts at 1500, and the new one for 13 inch with the touch bar, the lower spec model, starts at 1800. Let's move on to 15 inch. That's the old model. They're selling that for 2000 and New model, the lower end starts at 2400 and the high end starts at 2800. And I was going through earlier. I'm gonna spec this out maxed out just to show you how much this actually costs. It is a lot. Yeah, almost $5,000 for the fully maxed out version with Final Cut and Logic Pro. So yeah, that's a lot of freaking money. For the most part, the new MacBook is really cool. I like it a lot. There are some things, SD card slot, yeah, that's kind of maybe. I'm fine bringing it down a little. It'd be, I guess, a little bit easier on me and a little bit nicer to have that SD card reader built in. And also, definitely the MagSafe built in. That's a really big one for me. Definitely some things I would still like to have on it, but I understand that some of it they just had to get rid of, to make it that thin and that powerful and stuff. I guess that's fine. I mean, at least they kept the headphone jack. So they announced TV for the Apple TV, basically like a regular TV. So a lot of those channels are actually free and all that. You don't have to buy subscriptions or pay for anything. I would actually consider picking up one. I do think the Apple TVs are cool. I have a Chromecast at the moment. I like it to stream like YouTube and stream Pandora and all that. I think that's awesome, but it doesn't cut it for a lot of bigger things. And the Apple TV I think would be a better choice. It works with Android, which I'm not sure if it does, but if it works with Android, definitely. If it doesn't, maybe. And the event was held in their little campus in Cupertino, California. Cupertino, I don't know how to pronounce it. That's about it. They do look really cool. And they also announced Space Gray for the MacBooks, which is just kind of a little bit darker gray. If you have any questions, feel free to just hit me up in the comments on Twitter, things like that. All my social media is below if you guys want to just check out, what I have to say. And also, if you want to ask me questions about the brand new Mac. So you guys are awesome. Hit that like button. Peace out. Enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop a like, get subscribed, watch my previous video, and go follow me on social media for updates.
City of the city of the city. I should. Peace out. I'm going.